With attitude, direction, honesty, and discipline in mind, let's tackle some of the questions that you should expect. These are standard questions that might or might not be asked. Preparing answers for these questions will help you to answer a variety of questions.
Tell me about yourself.
Well,
They want your work history, not personal information about your dog, your cat, your family. Their goal is to break the ice, learn about your current situation and how you got here. Go back 5 years to start your answer. Include key positions you've held and where. Major responsibilities, promotions, why you left, and what you're doing now. Be sure to talk about a recent accomplishment you're very proud of and why you're interested in the company and position for which you're interviewing. Don't volunteer personal information about your religion, marital status, or age. These are things the interviewer isn't supposed to know. Your answer should be about 3 minutes long. Be enthusiastic. Make your answer interesting and be ready for follow-up questions.
What are your strengths?
I'm a self-starter, organized, and detail-oriented.
Start with 3 adjectives or terms that describe you and give examples of each from your work life. Use concrete examples with hard facts and figures whenever possible to support your claims. How you made your company money, saved it money, streamlined procedures, or increased productivity are winning examples that help sell you as a desirable employee.
Where do you want to be in 5 years?
My 5-year goal includes being the head of my own department.
Again, the interviewer wants to hear that you have direction, purpose, planning, and goal setting on your agenda. Relate how this position fits into your plans and goals. Your answer should be realistic, reasonable, and specific. Don't talk titles and pay scales. Focus on additional responsibilities, learning, and new challenges.
Paul, why do you want to work here?
Well, I've been following your company for several years, and I've noticed a strong growth pattern.
Here's where your homework counts. Jump on the internet, check out their site, print what's pertinent and interesting. Focus on their CEO statement, mission, product base, the scope of their business, and the employee section. Then talk to people you know who've worked there and find out what they like. Do this, and your answer is easy.
What kind of supervisor do you like?
Someone who is fair and holds me accountable to my goals.
Great answer to a question that can be tricky if the interviewer hasn't described the type of supervision for this position. The best answer is honest and based on positive attributes about your past supervisors. Back up what you say with examples of good relationships that you've enjoyed. Remember, most employers are looking for someone who works well under moderate supervision, someone who understands what's expected and who performs the job without constant oversight.
What kind of coworkers do you think you might clash with?
I usually get along with most people, unless I find
Few
someone
people
that-
get along with everyone, and saying you do could be viewed as stretching the truth. To prepare this answer, think of a negative characteristic you've seen in a past coworker that affected job performance and that you were able to help resolve. Perhaps the inability to keep a deadline or not being a team player. Back up your answer with a short story that stays positive about that person, citing the good and the bad, and explaining how you resolved the problem. You need to show that even though you clash with some people, you can work and impact performance positively.
Do you think you have any shortcomings?
I'm working to improve my multitasking.
This is an excellent way to respond. Our applicant has turned an opening for disaster into an opportunity to be positive. Be honest, be positive, pick 2 areas you're working to improve, not areas that are detrimental to your job, but areas most of us struggle with, like balancing time and dealing with distractions.
Okay, now, do you have any questions for me?
Never say no to this question.
Yes, sir, I do. I was wondering at what point you're going to be making your decision, and what time frame are you looking to fill this position?
Always ask questions, even if you're not asked to do so. Asking questions shows you're interested in the position, the interviewer, and the company. Keep PIC in mind: position, interviewer, company. Prepare 3 questions about these ahead of time. Some will be answered during the interview, so be ready with more. What's a typical day like? Why do people like to work here? What is the management style of the person to whom I'll report? These are all good examples. Spend time developing answers to these questions. Get them down on paper. Practice with a friend and in front of the mirror. Remember attitude, direction, honesty, and discipline throughout your story. You are what they're looking for. You'll get this job, or a better one that's right around the corner.